We had been out for 9 days, and well, we were quite tired, and we were on our way home, but we well, made a final run with the sonar fish, and suddenly this thing turned up, and well, my first reaction was to tell the guys that, hey, we have a UFO here on the bottom.
Sonar readings show it's about 60 metres across, or the size of a jumbo jet, and it's not on its own down there. The Ocean Explorer team also found another smaller disc-shaped object nearby. Both show a rigid tail or drag marks more than 400 metres long. Their size and distinctive shape are generating some peculiar theories. Could this be the Star Wars Millennium Falcon, a plug to an inner world, or a marine version of Stonehenge?
There has been discussions about Russian warships that were around, that they built in the end of the 1800s, but they are smaller, only about 30 meters across, and they weren't in the Baltic as well. Of course, it can be something else from a ship or wreck, but still, it's quite big.
Yeah, you have the disturbances from the waves.
The head of archaeology at Sweden's Maritime Museums says this type of imaging, called a side-scan sonar, doesn't always reflect what's actually on the sea floor. Varying temperature and wave conditions can result in anomalies on the images. But the intriguing dimensions of this picture are capturing his attention.
It's definitely something, at least. I'm not sure that you will see very much when you go down. If it's a more natural geological formation, it might be that it's hard to see. The sediments in the area are very loose. The side-scan sonar tool sometimes goes down a little bit in soft sediments. But I'm excited. It's going to be interesting to see what it is.
Andreas Olsen, who doesn't agree with treasure hunting and selling historical artefacts for profit, says the Baltic offers ideal conditions for preservation, with low salinity and no wood-boring organisms. It's helped protect many of Sweden's prized wrecks, including the 17th century warship Vasa. It was brought to the surface with its hull almost intact more than 50 years ago,